Hello, everybody. My name is Kennedy T, and I'm a grateful recovering addict. First and foremost, I want to thank God and my program for giving me a life I never thought possible. Growing up, I experienced a traumatic event that profoundly changed the course of my life. My childhood was marked by an experience that no child should ever have to endure. I was molested by my uncle, and the trauma of that violation cast a long, dark shadow over my early years. The innocence that should have defined my childhood was replaced with confusion, fear, and a profound sense of betrayal. This experience didn't just steal my childhood, it left deep scars that would impact every aspect of my life for years to come. As I grew older, the trauma of my childhood began to manifest in ways I couldn't understand at the time. My relationships with females were fraught with difficulty. Each interaction was colored by mistrust and underlying fear that I couldn't shake. This fear and mistrust followed me into my marriage, creating barriers that were impossible to overcome. The intimacy that should have been a source of comfort and connection became a battleground of unresolved pain and suspicion. To cope with the overwhelming emotions and memories, I eventually turned to substances. Drugs and alcohol became my escape, my way of numbing the pain that seemed too great to bear. Addiction took hold of my life, and for years it was a relentless cycle of seeking relief and dealing with the inevitable aftermath. Each substance offered a temporary reprieve, but none could heal the deep wounds within me. During this dark period, I felt utterly abandoned by God. I couldn't understand why such a cruel fate had befallen me. I was angry and I felt isolated in my suffering, convinced that I was alone in my pain. My faith, which had once been a source of strength, now felt like a hollow echo of promises unfulfilled. It took many years and countless struggles, but eventually I began to see a different perspective through therapy, support groups, and the unwavering love of those who stood by me. I started to understand that my trauma, as devastating as it had a purpose. It was not a punishment, but a path that had been laid out for me. I realized that my experiences had given me a unique voice and a deep well of empathy. I began to see that I could use my story to help others, particularly my fellow Polynesian people who might be suffering in silence. Our culture often shrouds such traumas in secrecy, but I knew that by speaking out, I could help break that silence, that I could help break that curse. And embracing this role, I found a new sense of purpose and healing. I started to advocate for those who had endured similar traumas, offering them a voice and a sense of solidarity. I speak at community gatherings, schools, and churches, sharing my story and encouraging others to speak out and seek help. My faith, once shattered, began to rebuild itself. I understood now that God had not abandoned me. Rather, He had given me a difficult path to walk so that I could light the way for others. This journey of healing and advocacy became a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the power turning pain into purpose. Today, I am committed to helping those in need of healing. My story is not just about the darkness of trauma, but also about the light of recovery and the strength found in vulnerability. I stand today as a beacon of hope, showing that even the deepest wounds can heal and that we are never truly alone in our struggles. Through my advocacy, I seek to empower others to find their voice and their path to healing, just as I have found mine. I want you to know that my story isn't just a tale of struggles and triumphs. It's also a beacon of hope. And if you're battling your own demons and seeking a way to a freer, healthier life, there's help available. Reach out for support and remember, you don't have to go through this alone. Again, I don't just come with a story. I also come with a phone number. I also come with social media outlets. You can catch me on Facebook at Kennedy Usli Tali. You can also catch me on Instagram at us.lee.16 and reach out. We can all do this together. And if nobody told you that they love you today, I love you. Thank you very much. God bless. And let's help one another.